Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video from Overbike Gaming. I am the majestic Snare and this is my disembodied voice. Welcome, hello, nice to see you again. Today I wanted to do a little kind of a review of a game I've spotted on Steam. I'm kind of a big fan of those kind of Trials Fusion games where it's a one-track motocross kind of thing, and this piqued my interest because it's mountain biking and it looks like it's a nice soft skill kind of game. It's based on like a nice 3D angle game where you are trying to get down as quickly as possible without crashing and splatting yourself onto mountainsides. But do you know what? It fills all the criteria for me for being a game that just looks like fun. Nice and simple controls, accelerate, brake and sprint. That's it. Nice and simple. So before we just get into some of the gameplay, I wanted just to bring this to you and see what you think about it, and let us know down in the comments what you think as well. So you can see our little low polygon rider there, and I'm about to choose. I've done one travel through this route once already, so I'm going to be trying to do some of these challenges of doing it 3 minutes or less, and 21 crashes or fewer. Well done on using the word fewer there. Oh, is that correct? I can never remember actually. I'm trying to sound intelligent, but I'm clearly not today. So you can choose your bike, but obviously I haven't unlocked anything yet, and you can level up the kind of abilities or get better bikes, and let's get cracking. So you can see it's just a nice, beautiful, nicely crafted little world, very sort of angular, but you can see just going around corners and stuff. It's a nice kind of response and a nice sound when you're skidding around on the dirt. And it is quite responsive. You can choose two different control methods, either like what's on screen in terms of direction, or just like an omnidirectional from what you're viewing. So you can point down on the controller to point the bike down on the screen, or left and right. Now, most of the earlier sections on this track are quite simple. All a bit close to the edge there. Watch yourself, Snare. And it's giving you some hints and sort of mini tutorials as you're going along. And you can see it's quite smooth, even though with the low polygon kind of environment. It can be challenging at times, and I think in a little bit soon I'm going to shoot. Oh, there we go. There's my first death. Head in the wheels and body on the side of a mountain. Now do you know what? This is not necessarily one of my hangover games that I'd like to give a label to, but this is certainly a game that I'm having fun with over the last kind of like hour of playing it. This was kind of like a first impression / review. There's not a lot to the game, which is nice, but it is quite pricey for what it is. It's £18 on Steam. Now I don't know whether there's you can see up in the top right hand corner there, it's actually, I'm playing it offline. For some reason it doesn't want to connect. Maybe that needs a patch, maybe that needs a fix, but it's quite simply didn't let me join leaderboards and stuff like that. And but here you can see me almost going off the side of the cliff. But I do enjoy this kind of game where it's a little bit skill. It doesn't take long to make yourself feel like you're going down the hill in a really cool way, or just avoiding death by a gnat's wing. But there we go. I certainly didn't avoid that. But as we're watching this footage, this is kind of my first full quick run through. I'd been down it once before, not that fucking way, but I definitely have been down this mountain before. And I was just trying to do it quicker and obviously failing in places. Now it is quite challenging in some of the jumps, and there you see me not jumping very well into the side of a stone wall. But this particular section was quite tricky because you don't get much contact with the ground and it kind of takes you out. So I haven't really seen what it's like with other bikes yet because I've only got this single bike to use, but here you have to sprint over the big gap and not die, which I managed quite nicely there. You get checkpoints through the actual level, so you don't get tied up in one particular place and have to start from the start again, which is something that Trials Fusion, as a game that you might be familiar with, does do that because it's a single run in most places. I think some tracks do have checkpoints, but it's been a while since I've played it. So I do enjoy this game. It's, like I said, it's nice and easy on the senses. If you just want to chill out for a few minutes and you've only got a few minutes to spare, then this is kind of a nice game to fill that gap. It's certainly not one you'd be playing for thousands of hours unless you are really, really committed to being the best in the world, if the fucking leaderboards start working. But it looks like there's lots of shortcuts you could potentially take. Risk and reward is there for you. And there's me going around the long way, taking my time. And you'll see later on I actually go through that pretty quickly. But this is, I think this run is about kind of like a 3 minute-ish type run. Obviously I've taken longer because I've crashed a few times, but it's that was a bit of luck, wasn't it? But this wasn't. Oh dear, never mind. But here you see me trying to take a shortcut, I think. Yeah, there we go. Didn't quite nail it, but you know, that's the idea of the game. You improve going again and again and again. So I think this would be good for young kids perhaps, or maybe they're kind of like, you know, sort of 7 to 8 year old, with reaction times and stuff, and being able to use a normal size controller. You can use keyboard and mouse, I believe, but I haven't really tried that because I don't think that really fits this kind of game. But I think for young kids, improving those reaction speeds is a benefit of video gaming, and I think this would be perfect for them, to be fair. Now I enjoy this kind of game because it's against myself, it's not against somebody else, so I can just, you know, get my times up and get better at the game. I do find myself playing games like this and thinking, you know, I get a chance to admire the work that's gone into it. I mean, it's its own little world. As me taking a wrong turn, enjoying the scenery that's been put in front of me, clearly. But it's a game that has got a lot of love into it, and I believe it was via Kickstarter, one of the few rare games that's been mooted on Kickstarter, funded, and actually become a real game. So that's an unusual animal in itself. But I do like the way it shows, and here's me ending the run, and I do try this again, and I managed to do it without crashing, I think. So we'll just carry on chatting while you can see me do that once more. But this is definitely a game I would recommend. I think it's slightly overpriced, so maybe wait till it comes into a Steam sale perhaps. There's me taking a shortcut and another one, and I'm not crashed yet, it's all good. But I would definitely think that maybe a small Steam present over Christmas time, or maybe if you want to give your kids something to while away the hours. If you like bikes, like mountain biking, then this might be a game for them. I would imagine there's some kind of challenges and stuff as you move forward in the game. Not just challenges to do per run, but maybe like your best effort of the day, of the week, and that kind of stuff. That was close. But yeah, this is all the kind of stuff I do enjoy about games. It's a well crafted what it wants to be, and there's, you know, an argument to say that a game doesn't have to be, you know, 500 hours worth of content. It just has to be something that's made well and priced accordingly, and I think that's where it falls down here. So I'd probably give this game maybe a strong 7 out of 10. I think for the price, it takes a few points off, and I've noticed a few clips that shouldn't really have killed me, but it has. So it's a bit unfair and a bit easy on the judgment on when you should die or not. See, that was a nice judgment. That didn't let me die, which is good. So I still haven't crashed, and I'm doing pretty well. This is section 5 of 7. I mean, come on. But yeah, I think a mark of 7 out of 10 is a respectable score, and I think a game that's trying to do something like this and succeeds is by far a better product than something that is trying to be AAA and decides to then make you pay $1,000 million afterwards for just a short period of time. I'm not looking at pathetic, but Bethesda with their Fallout 76 recently, year subscription of $100, just that's disgusting. When you have games of this kind of caliber, you know, I know that it's overpriced, but it's not trying to do anything else but be a mountain biking game that's well made. So well done to you for that. It's certainly a game that I will continue to play, and I'll try and, you know, get better at what I'm doing, but it's not going to rule my life. It's not going to take up huge chunks of my time. I'm just going to enjoy pulling off wicked skids like that, which I could probably never do in real life, without injuring myself and actually ending up like him on the side of a fucking mountain. So let me know what you think down in the comments below, guys, because this is a nice simple review, first impressions video of Lonely Mountains, and I think it's a lovely little game. It's only come out about a week ago, I think, so it's probably still new. I've paid premium price. It might come down in the sales, but there you go. There's me not crashing. Awesome. I'm so good at this game. I'm just the master. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me rant on about this game, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, love you. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. helps us out a great deal. It does.